Hey Leo, welcome to Queen Urban Tarot. Today we are going to do your beginning of March general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome. Come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. Leo. So when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that I heard was I Only Have Eyes for You by the Flamingos. I will leave the link to that song in the description box below so you can listen to it following the reading if you so choose to. Let me tell you something really quick. So when I heard the song, immediately I seen the scene from A Bronx Tale, the movie A Bronx Tale. I'll leave a link in the description box below for that also. I'll see if I can find that scene. Let me write it down because I know I'll forget it. So there's a scene in A Bronx Tale where Cologito, he's Italian, him and Jane start talking and he's expressing his interest, and they just have this like meeting of eyes, and it's like this really sweet moment where they're like genuinely like ooey gooey over each other or whatnot. And I'm getting a message that you could be meeting someone if you're single, and I'm kind of seeing if you're dating someone also, you could be meeting someone who is completely different than your typical type. Okay, because again, like I said, this was one of those type of movies where it was like it wasn't okay for you to date a certain race and a certain time era. It's a really good movie, so if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Again, the movie is called A Bronx Tale. Some of you all can live in the Bronx. The main character, one of the main characters, Cologito's love interest is Jane. So you could be a Jane. You could be dating someone who's Jane. Okay, and I'm also hearing that if it's somebody that this is somebody who's completely not your type, this person could be plain Jane. Like you could be, yes, okay. So I'm getting this message. This person could be literally plain Jane, or you're used to dating people, men or women, who are plain Janes or plain Johns. And now all of a sudden you're dating somebody who's kind of extravagant and has a big personality, because the name of the group is the Flamingos. The flamingo is a very bright pink bird that stands out. You can't miss this bird. So you're going from one type of person all of a sudden to a completely different type. And I feel like it's catching someone off guard, or it may just very well be catching you off of guard, okay? So let's see what we get for you guys today. I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. And I hope that everyone's doing well. I'm going to change the card at the top and bottom of the deck. And as always, you guys know there's absolutely no reversals in either one of my decks. At the bottom of the deck, some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But for me, when I get major arcana, predominantly that's Scorpio energy. I also want to say that I did, even before I started, I literally heard the word Aquarius. So some of you guys are dealing with Aquarius or a Scorpio individual. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but I'm really picking up a Scorpio. But also there could have been some type of ending recently in a love relationship. Like you had to put that final nail in a coffin, because as you see right here, he's standing on these carcasses, these corpses. Like there was some type of ending. And that kind of makes me go back to what I was saying. Like, I think you're no longer dealing with a certain type. Like because the death is about death and rebirth. So it's like you may be into something new now. And you also could be, like I said, dating someone who's a different ethnicity, or somebody who's a completely different type that, you're not used to dating someone like that. You're dating someone new now, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm going to shuffle the deck upright 3 times until we get to the major arcana for your sign, which would be the Strength card, Leo. But you know what? No, that's Leo too, but I'm going to do the Sun card. We're going to get the card that comes before and the card that comes after. We're going to do the Sun card. Also, I did pick up that some of you all could be dating Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual also, because I did see the Emperor, and that's major arcana for Aries. So let's see what we get, okay? As we part the deck, you got the Lovers card. Absolutely. So what's so funny about this is this always gives me that Adam and Eve vibe, because you have that forbidden fruit right there. Wow. Okay. For some of you all, this is very specific. I feel like you guys are definitely dating someone who is outside of your norm. Because like I said, in that movie, it was a time period movie where you could not date, or they had a big to-do about you dating somebody outside of your nationality. Like it was a big thing for family members, and that would be their forbidden fruit. And some of you all are putting an end to that. Like, you don't give a damn what they want. You have a love interest, and this is someone that you're very fond of, and you're going to go for it. Okay? Putting an end to traditions, I'm hearing. Also, this is the Lovers card that's, resonating with the energy of Gemini. So it could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual involved in a situation. Or a Gemini could be temptation. But either way it goes, I feel like this is extremely tying into what I just said. Some of you all are changing what you thought you once wanted. And I said this, you just have the Death card, death, rebirth, transformation, and then you got the Six of Swords, moving away from old patterns, old thought processes about relationships. Maybe you were stuck on dating a certain type and you're moving away from that. But you're taking some baggage with you, okay? Is what I'm getting. So let's get the Major Arcana. Yeah, it's love for sure. Right up under that, you got the King of, look at, he's looking right in the direction of the Six of Swords. So I feel like there's still baggage from past relationship, but you're ready to move on to something new. You're ready to extend your heart to someone else. And even though this is a king, this applies to females also. So we're going to get the Sun card for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And wow, okay, I have to show you this. Remember I said earlier on, some of you guys could be dealing with a Aries. You got literally the Emperor, and he's looking right in the direction of the Judgment card. Judgment card, reconciliation, bringing something back to life. And then you have Aries right there. So for some of you guys, oh, okay. And then also for some of you guys, Aries season, which is next, it could be that you are reconciling with this person in Aries season, is what I'm getting also. Okay. So again, we're going to get the Sun card, the card that comes before, and the card that comes after for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. Yeah, it could be another fire sign also. Because remember I said the Strength card, and this is why. Ooh, okay. So you got the Strength card. And then you have another energy of Leo, but it's also fire. So Aries also, okay? Aries and Sag, right behind that Strength card. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the whole entire deck of tarot. And then right up under that, you have the Two of Cups. So I feel like for some of you all, yeah, some of you all, you were wishing to reconcile with this person. If you're wishing to reconcile with a fellow fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries like yourself, it looks like that's happening. Because you got the Star card, wish fulfillment and healing. Okay, let's get there you go, the Sun card, okay? Yep. So you got the Ten of Wands, that's your energy. And then you also have the King of Pentacles. And then right behind that, the Five of Swords, arguments, disagreements, conflict. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Because you have a Ten of Wands, heavy burdens, something heavy on your plate. I don't know why, but I keep getting traditions. Like the King of Pentacles is also a very traditional person. So I feel like something passed down from your father, the type of woman or man that you should have to be with, or the type of woman or the type of man that you should only have in your life, because that means abundance. You've been carrying that idealism about who you should be with. And it's just, I feel like you're getting ready to drop that traditional sense about the type of person you should be with in order to be happy. I don't feel like you're going to keep carrying that. Because it feels like a burden. Carrying the tradition is like a burden. Because even look at him. Look how he's assessing and looking at this pentacle. It's like he's going to be well off with or without it. Because he's the king. And you are the king. Leo, king and queen of the jungle. You know, you're the king and queen. And I feel like you're done. Like you're done living life or dating to certain ways or certain standards. But I really feel like it has to do with tradition. And I feel like you're giving up on that. And you're going to branch out and just go in your own direction. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles, absolutely. That's wish fulfillment as far as stability, long-term stability. And I feel like, you see how you have an old head right here? It's kind of like an older guy, wise. He looks like a wise guy. And he's kind of watching on at this couple. And in the house upside down right over his head is giving me a vibe that they're no longer listening to traditional ways of doing things, because they're outside of this doorway. They're not inside of that door. And this house up under this, over this person is like upside down, turning this traditional value, idealistic values upside down. Because keep in mind, Pentacles is tradition, long-term commitment, stability, foundation. And I feel like, you know, you're choosing something outside of what is you know, well known, or what is typically known, is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's part the deck so that we can shuffle. Absolutely. So you had here you go right here, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. I feel like you're putting an end to that, you know, just like that Death card. That's dead and done. You got wow, okay, you have every 10 here except for the 10 of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Absolutely, something's coming to an end. Something is coming to an end when it comes to traditionalism and certain values. You got 2 tens back to back. That's the last of a cycle regarding something. And I'm hearing dead and done. And I feel like, you know, you have the Ten of Swords, that's done. And I feel like it has to do literally with your traditional values, especially with you having this King of Pentacles here. Yeah, somebody's done with that. And I feel like for the longest, This has really been a heavy burden trying to, maybe you were dating according to what you feel like your family would see as worth being approving, you know, to approve of. And that's weird. Well, I would say that's weird for a Leo because you guys are typically, you do what you want to do, but also Leos are fixed signs. So I feel like, yeah, a lot of you all are getting rid of those old, outdated thought processes. Yep, just seeing the Tower card. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get a clarifier for the Ten of Wands. Also, the King of Pentacles for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. I'm hearing one more shuffle. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you got Two of Pentacles. Absolutely. So again, I'm going to say for some of you guys, even though this is Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you could be dealing with a Gemini because you did have a Lover's card, this Gemini. And then you have this Roman numeral 2 that looks like the Gemini symbol. So some of you guys could be definitely dealing with a Gemini. Also, I feel like you're still in your head, not sure which direction you're going to go in. You know, do you stick with tradition or do you move on and just kind of go with the flow? Like these waves back here, go with the flow of whatever your heart tells you to do, is what I'm getting. Okay. So let's get a clarifier for the 10 of Pentacles for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's interesting because recently, and I haven't picked it at all. You know how sometimes you'll search for something on YouTube and they'll suggest something that's completely the fuck off of whatever you asked for. I have been getting a lot. Oh, I kid you not. Now it's just hitting me. Okay. Okay. Let me finish what I was going to say because I wasn't even looking at this card. So lately they've been sending me like links about interracial dating, like interracial dating stories about why they're dating outside their race and things like that. So somebody may really be thinking about that. And just as I look at the Sun card, you have 2 children, different ethnicities here. Do you see that? Ooh, somebody about to do some type of swizzle is what I'm getting. Or they're thinking about it, but they're kind of stuck in a frame of mind like they can't do that because that's not, you know, of moral value. Something to that nature. If you don't feel like that, someone who's interested in you may feel like that, but they may feel like they can't do that because it goes against tradition for them. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for the 10 of Wands for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. Okay. This one didn't want to go in. You see how it flipped up right here? Yeah. So Eight of Swords coming out of your head. Eight of Swords, feeling bound, feeling trapped to an idea. Okay. A traditional idea. Because Swords is the thoughts and also communication. Feeling bound and feeling trapped. Feeling as though you're stuck in a certain way. You have to be this certain way. It's coming up in reverse. Absolutely. No, the hell you don't. And that's why you're dropping these wands. This is you. Wands. Absolutely. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. You're abandoning these traditions. 5 of Pentacles is a card of lack, loss, abandonment. And as you see clearly, this person is walking away from the old way of things, the way things were in the past. Walking away from that, clearly. And again, this doesn't just have to do with some like interracial dating. But that's just the strongest message I'm getting, especially with this right here. For someone, this definitely rings true. But I'm also hearing a message of just dating somebody outside of what you think family and friends would agree with. What's that movie? Oh, another example, Daddy's Little Girl. So like Gabrielle Union's character was this very wealthy attorney. She was very bougie and very uppity. And then she fell in love with this guy, a single father who had 3 kids, a felony, and all this other stuff. So I feel like somebody is more so worried about how people will see their new love interest. Again, if it's not you, it could be your person. So yeah, I keep getting that same message over and over again. Let's get a clarifier for the King of Pentacles for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I feel like somebody's just really concerned about what other people have to say and no longer giving a damn about it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you have the 8 of Swords in reverse, and then now the 9 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Swords is someone who is having sleepless nights. They're overthinking, worried, concerned about something that's just constantly pressing and just overwhelming them. They're just constantly thinking about this over and over again so much that they can't sleep. They're having insomnia, depression, anxiety. It's coming up in reverse. That's positive. Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles. And if you look at it the way it would be on the table, he's like looking towards the direction of the Nine of Swords. So I feel like somebody is coming out of that. They're deciding to no longer allow that to take control of their life. But in the back of their mind, they're still thinking about traditional values and how to adhere to them, or whether or not they should adhere to them. It's the message that I'm getting. So for some of you guys, it's about dating outside of your race. For others, it's about dating outside of your class. And for others, it's just about worrying about what other people would think about this new person. Like this person could be, you know, have a bad reputation. And you're considering how it can affect you guys moving forward, is what I'm getting. Or what this would mean for this relationship, if it could be a relationship, or if you're currently in a relationship, just thinking about the future with this person in this situation is what I'm getting. Okay? So Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.